Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Hoon Dok Hae with Reverend Yutaka Yamada. Today is Tuesday, the 29th of March, or the 27th of February in the 10th year of Chongyok. Let's begin, as always, with a bow to our Heavenly Parent and true parents. Jumbe, Paro. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English. Thank you.
가족멘세 3. 전의국 주인, 우리 가족은 참사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 환조권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 3. Our family, the owner of Chongyok, pledges to perfect the 4 great realms of heart, the 3 great kingships, and the realm of the royal family by centering on true love. Just join me, I'll offer the opening prayer today. Our dear Heavenly Parent, we're grateful to be able to come together as a community throughout Oceania, to be able to have this precious time of Hoon Dok Hae, this time where we can listen to your words through Reverend Yutaka as he shares with us the words of Father and Mother. They have completed everything that you have asked. Adam and Eve restored, Adam and Eve approved in marriage, Adam and Eve establishing as true parents. We now have our true parents here. We now have blessed families. We now have Chombo victors and Chombo challengers. And we have the kingdom of heaven growing in every nation around the world. We know that with every passing day, thousands, millions of people enter spirit world. And also with every passing day, thousands and millions of people are being born. And we know that your heart anguishes with those that have been just entered spirit world without recognizing the truth, without recognizing their purpose, without recognizing and fulfilling their responsibility. And your heart anguishes, but is full of hope for all the new life that it has come into the world. All the hope and expectation and joy that a new parent has when their child is born. And you are with every child, every person throughout our entire life. And when we come to recognize the truth, then we realize that we have a great responsibility to achieve, and that our life on earth is training, our life on earth is preparation for the spirit world, our life on earth is to achieve the 3 blessings and also to help others achieve it as well. So we ask your presence here today as we listen to your words, to be motivated again and to really invest ourselves without limitation. So please be with us here today and thank you. And we offer and report this in our names, John and Shazran Me as a blessed central family. Archie. So let's offer a warm welcome to Reverend Yutaka as he shares this morning. Thank you.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining today's morning of Hoon Dok Hae. Now almost our March is ending and to turn to April. So how was this month? Each day we could spend the time with heavenly parents and true parents or not. We are creating the day for the future. That's why we will make this day better than yesterday, better than today, and tomorrow is better than past, and the future become the bright future. So we prepared well, and if we can spend a great time with our heavenly parents, how much this day become the blessing day. So today, also the beginning moment, let's put our Chonson and heart and to have the great moment. So next month, April, there are many kind of providential event. Heavenly Parents Day, and also True Parents Holy Wedding Anniversary and Blessing Ceremony, and Choniguk Leaders Meeting in Korea. So there are many kind of event. And the blessing ceremony, I received a message yesterday, blessing day, will be same day as the planned on April 16. So we have to prepare the blessing on April 16. So after 2020 World Summit, almost 2 years, our all leaders could not meet each other in Korea because of COVID. That's why Mother really wish as many as we can. Mother wish us to come to Korea. So still there is the influence of COVID cases. Some nation already overcame about COVID, but some nation is still under COVID, like Solomon Island, like I think Samoa, right? And Vanuatu, really, we have to pray, and each nation have to support each other and sacrifice each other as the brothers and sisters and as the family. Then really we could say our world, our human beings become the one family under God, and we can welcome this culture of one family. So how we can create those heavenly culture, this is important. When we see the society, really we could see the both way. We could see some beautiful or great culture in even in the society. Some people really try to sacrifice for others, sacrifice for nation, sacrifice for world. Really we could see many righteous people, even business person, even religious people, even society. But in the same time, we could see many evil or selfish or bad person. We could really distinguish both groups. That's why in this kind of the moment, we have to testify our heavenly parents and to receive blessing, and we could create the ideal family and ideal world centering on one parents, centering on one lineage, and as the one brothers and sisters and one family. So anyway, Mother is wishing to invite all leaders to Korea. So this workshop, this gathering is a little bit longer than before. I think around 7 days to 10 days. So if you can go, please prepare. Now we are preparing the visa, air ticket, or everything. Now I heard in Africa, even there are many national leaders, but only 4 people could go to Korea from Africa. And South America also difficult. And in our Oceania nation, we are checking with national leader. Australia now can go without visa from April 1. I think looks okay. But New Zealand, maybe not sure yet. Japan also cannot go without visa. And all island nations almost not easy to go without visa. So now we are arranging. So I hope many people can go this time. And if cannot go, maybe online or even next opportunity. So last time in 2016, that time also Mother called all leaders to have a special some workshop, repentance and determination workshop at the time, and to determine toward 2020. So I believe that this time also Mother invite and to share the message and even repent and determine for 2027. So even our old brothers and sisters continuously put our heart together and unite with True Mother and really fulfill and go forward this vision 2027. So this April, many things is coming. Really, let's do our best. Last Sunday, we have a testimony time period. Mrs. Penny shared her message. So how was her message? That was really good. Yes. So Sunday is really good, right? We could hear many our brother and sisters' story and life. So our Mrs. Penny's life was also great. She was born in Tasmania. I didn't visit Tasmania yet, so I want to visit also Tasmania. How is Tasmania? Is beautiful island? Good? Yes. Yeah, our Australia brothers and sisters, Tasmania is Australia, right? Everyone visited to Tasmania? Maybe even you are Australian, but not easy to visit sometimes. So we have to visit many places. If you are New Zealand, please visit all New Zealand place. If you are Fijian, please visit all area of Fiji. We have to love our nation, then region and the world. So our Mrs. Penny and the family life, relationship with parents and child. Really, she went through many challenging courses about school life, life and death, relationship, parents, and also the spiritual world. When we see the society, still we could not see the original nature, original culture, and original world. Even people want to live the right way, live with full of love, full of happiness, full of joy. But still, even in the school, even our society, even the working place, there are many challenging and suffering unrighteous things. We could see that when we see the people who want to live with unhappiness life or suffering life, many people, divine principle say, everyone want to struggle and everyone want to live with happy life, peaceful life, joyful life. Everyone wish, but our society is not like this. Even want to become peace, doesn't want to be war, but still society can find many conflict, war, suffering, or struggling. This is really reality, our foreign society, this kind of a world. That's why we have to effort more centering on our true parents. So she went to church, she went to London, Brazil, blessing, or many kind of area. So when we see our blessed family's life, I think all of us, almost everyone already spend or beyond the one nation or two nation, right? I think our brothers and sisters here, surely nobody stay only one nation. Surely you have experience with some country. So this itself, we could see many vision, really true parents investment. And also she met through Father Somfa and Reverend Bakari Kamara and change her life. We don't know what kind of meeting, what kind of person change our life. Even we spend the suffering life, but because of one person, because of one opportunity or occasion, will change totally our life course. That's why even myself, even yourself, maybe sometimes we are under the suffering course, but everything there is God's will, there is also the meaning. Until last day, until last minutes, we totally, without stopping or without giving up, God is loving, Heavenly Parents loving us, stay together with us, and our all brothers and sisters also together with us. So we have to go forward and then meet God, meet Heavenly Parents, and return happiness to our Heavenly Parents and through parents. So through Mrs. Penny's life, she also spent a lot of really good way, bad way, suffering cause, or blessing. Through people's life, we could remind my life again, your life again, and really seek our Heavenly Parents' will and true parents' will. So really thank you, Mrs. Penny, for your beautiful sharing. Really, Sunday is one of the inspiring day and moment. So I'm really expecting for the next story in next Sunday. And yesterday, also the beautiful story. Yesterday was also Anshil, Reverend Ito. So Reverend Ito's life is always, we could hear from suffering and the sacrifice from the early time. So I impressed one word: missionary is always not welcome in new place. So really pioneer, especially pioneering area, And in Africa, maybe in the society or country situation is not yet ready. That's why if new person come, new missionary come, really we could see Reverend Ito or many old missionary really suffered from zero. So 1975, still nation was not opened or really liberated, released under maybe what they call the dictatorship or socialist or communist country or many kind of difficult cause. That's why that time many missionary went through underground movement. So, and one of the interesting story from Reverend Ito, really three missionary story: Japanese missionary, American missionary, and the German missionary. So three of them that time, all of them, they are so young. Their life of faith time period also short, and language is different and culture is different, but they have to stay together. So what do you think? Maybe you have those experience to stay together with another nationality or another culture. Sometimes have to stay by force. Even you don't want to stay together. But through this life course, we could find many overcoming and many message. So there are many kind of challenging, struggling, and in 1975 there is no phone and internet, nobody to speak. But in this pioneering place, the three of our Reverend Ito have to unite together and have to overcome together. So when was that story? Already 50 years ago, right? Wow, long time ago, this is story. But still his story is too clear and really could feel directly his life story. So how much he was really suffering and overcame. That's why all memory is really inside of his heart. So really great. And everyone already listened yesterday. So in order to witness and in order to fulfill, they have to overcome all the environment, and really history is really great. So through listening, I wonder those brothers and sisters, how about their life now? How about this brother and sister, Reverend Ito? Where are they? This American brother and German sister, they are
American brother is in California.
Okay.
He do business, success in business. But and the German sister is in France. Her husband is French. She stay and is a national ambassador to the Iran. She cannot go to there, national ambassador, but she involving in French Women's Federation.
So the mission time, because you are 18 or 20, 26 years old,
actually
now already 50 years past.
Almost like 60 years old.
I see. So sometimes you share those story in the past story.
Anyway, a few years ago I went to France. I met her.
I see. She was happy to meet you.
Yes, of course.
That's good.
And also when I go to California, the American brother and I stay his home. Napa Valley.
That's great.
Not very good relationship.
That's good. If conclusion is good, really good.
Yes.
Thank you, Reverend Ito. So thank you, Reverend Ito, for sharing. So really I'm appreciate all our brothers and sisters or leaders. Your sacrifice as the mission states and really front line. Those story, even that moment was suffering story, but really this is the life testimony and life guidance to our next generation. So really thank you everything, and really you are sharing much. So today also we will share about the global unity through true parents. So really those testimony and God's word together, so we can really create many inspiring moment. So Turmada's astrology, last time our Turmada is mentioning about the spiritual world. And last Saturday, we have also the Chombo workshop and ancestor liberation. How much do we feel about spiritual world or existence of a spiritual world? And how much are we liberating our ancestors and liberating our spiritual world? So last time also Mrs. Joshinta Moro shared about one of the famous person in Australia, right? And he said, if you die within 24 hours, where would you be in eternity? Heaven or hell? So this one sentence is also giving insight to ourselves. So this is also Father mentioning many times about spiritual world. So what do you think? If we die today is March 29, but something happened on in the world. Everyone now go to spiritual world. Today we die. Where we will be? Are we going to heaven or are we going to hell? Do you have confidence to go to heaven or not yet? So this question is really reminding us our lifestyle. We don't think so much about spiritual world. We don't think about die. We have some kind of confidence. Surely I don't die today, right? Do you have confidence? We have somehow confidence. We don't die today, right? I believe you are not thinking to die today. We have somehow confidence. I don't die today. We don't die today. We don't die this month. We don't die this year. We have some confidence, but we don't know our life. That's why how much we are thinking about spiritual world. This really are important things. And through learning those historical or this the prominent person's life, also we could inherit their life point, their overcoming, their realization. So through reading our true parents' message about spiritual world, we have to remind our life point or life story itself. So let's read next part. So Mrs. Na, please.
Father's last request was for us to fulfill our responsibility as tribal messiahs. How seriously have you carried this out? Today we are gathered in this place together with members from all over the world to celebrate the members of these two nations who have lived according to True Father's words and completed gathering 430 families as tribal messiahs. We should celebrate and encourage them, and we should each make a determination to fulfill this responsibility as well.
Yes, thank you very much. This Father's last request was for us to fulfill our responsibility as tribal messiah. So 430 couples. So how about our cases? Do we fulfill our heavenly tribal messiah and also the Chombo family? In order to fulfill that, maybe some of us fulfill as the conditionally, some of us still ongoing, and some of us really before starting. But in order to fulfill God's will, in order to become the Chombo family or responsibility as the tribal messiah, really we have to unite and we have to put our chance on and love family one by one. And one family, 3 family, 43 couple, 120 couple, and really have to love, fulfill 430 couples. And if we fulfill the Chombo mission and continuously, also we have to support another brothers and sisters to fulfill Chombo. And finally, we have to embrace and restore the nation. So how about Father's heart? What kind of heart do Father have to remain this final request or final wish, final word to us? So once again, we have to think these things. Because if people go to the spiritual world and people remain last world, this is the most precious and most wishes of those person who is going to the spiritual world. And to the Father's last request, last message was about fulfilling our portion of responsibility as the tribal Messiah. So we have to think again, how about that meaning, and that's true Father's heart. So please read.
The marriage blessing gives fallen people new life through true parents. The fallen world is a polluted and murky place, and blessed families are like clear water, the water of life. But even the clearest water will turn bad if it stagnates. It needs to flow toward the great sea. In the place where living water flows, living creatures revive. Tribal messiahs are responsible to clean this polluted world with pure living water. Now the tribal messiah movement has become a giant wave sweeping across Thailand and the Philippines and through other nations in Asia as well. After having passed through the continents of Europe, North and South America, Africa, and Oceania, it is moving across the ocean. And wherever this wave passes, countless people are born anew. We can expect nothing from the world as it is. The only way is for us to tell the world about true parents.
Yes, thank you. So Mother is talking about the pure living water, or also the stagnant or polluted water. So Mother wishes us to give the life and to save the life and to revive the life of the people. So when we see or when we think about salvation, what kind of salvation, what kind of concept do we have about salvation? When we meet our movement, when we heard this word of salvation, what was our first concept? Maybe we are easy to think, to save myself, we will receive salvation and we will receive blessing. But what is our true parents' message and method of our salvation? This really father's or mother's message, this concept of salvation is great. True parents is talking that in order to receive salvation, we have to give salvation to others, right? In order to receive blessing, in order to revive ourselves, in order to live again, we have to save person, we have to give life, we have to give salvation to others. So this is totally big differences. Many religious people or many people is thinking to receive salvation only myself. But what is the concept of real salvation? Is to give salvation. Through giving salvation or through giving blessing, then actually we ourselves to be saved and also to receive blessing and to be revived again. So that's why the minimum unit of salvation, minimum unit to go to the kingdom of heaven. What true parents say? True parents say minimum foundation or unit is actually not for individual, not family level. Minimum is our tribal level. That's why Mother said, in the place where living water flows, living creatures revive. Tribal messiahs are responsible to clean this polluted world with pure living water. So Mother said, actually our all blessed family, we are already the pure water. So can you recognize that? Almost you receive the blessing. So can you recognize you are already pure water? What do you think? Or still you are polluted water? Already you return back to the polluted water again? So in the society, there is the polluted water and the polluted world. And we are as the pure water, clean water, we have to clean up all the society and the world and have to give the life to the people. That's why Mother said, wherever this wave passes, countless people are born anew. We can expect nothing from the world as it is. The only way is for us to tell the world about true parents. So how about, are we polluted water or pure water? So first, what we should do, we should flow that one. We should flow to the world. Then people will be realized and people are born anew. So Mother is talking us, we are as the pure water, continuously we should flow and flow and flow, and we could find new water. So really, let's create new water together with us, the pure water or clean water or life water of our heavenly parents and true parents. So next also, Cheonsongkyung word, I want to read that. Now, Father is mentioning about three great subject partners principle. So today, this Cheonsongkyung word is similar with our True Mother's anthologies. So please read this. This is the final slide.
God's ideal of creation is the ideal of the family. He intended to build his family. In order to form a family, you need to give birth to children, nurture them, and help them establish themselves in life. This is what parents do. God is the same. God is in the position of the true parent. From this, the three great subject partners principle emerges. The first role is to be a true parent. The second is to be a true teacher. And the third is to be a true owner. We should take this as our creed for daily life.
Yes, thank you very much. So God's ideal of creation is not ideal of family. Father is talking about God's ideal of creation is the ideal of the family. So how we can realize this point? When we see many religious people and they are really talking about the individual salvation, but real salvation is family. Even true parents talking about salvation level is the tribe. That's why when we see our movement, our blessed families, of course, religious leaders, many people is living for God, living for true parents. Maybe when we see ourselves, we are living for God, living for heavenly parents and true parents. But some of us, or some of our members, it's good to live for God, live for providence, but it's difficult to live for family. Even shouting, even telling to love God, even telling to love for true parents or live for God's providence, but difficult to love husband, difficult to love wife, difficult to love children, even difficult to love parents. So if we are talking about God, but if we cannot love family, can we say we are living really God's providence or not? So Father said, the first role is to be a true parent. The second is to be true teacher. And the third is to be a true owner. We should take this as our creed for daily life. So how we can process and how we can practice in our daily life is really important. True Mother also mentioned through True Mother's anthology that the family and tribe and living water or pure water. So in our centering on our family ideal or centering on the heavenly tribe of Messiah, we have to fulfill these three great subject partner principle. So as we love God, as we love heavenly parents and true parents, we have to love our husband, we have to love wife, parents and brothers and sisters, even neighbor or friend or Cain and Abel. So vertical and horizontal. If we become our true parent, true teacher, true owner, then surely automatically our mission responsibility will be fulfilled. So in our daily lifetime, how about ourselves? Are we becoming true parent or not? Are we becoming true teacher or not? Are we becoming a true owner or not? In daily life, through practicing these things, then we will unite with our heavenly parents and true parents, and we can share those blessings to our brothers and sisters, and we can become the ideal person, ideal family, ideal tribe, and finally, we can create the ideal nation and world. So today also the beginning moment of beautiful day. Let's put our chanson in heart and let's offer the great moment to our heavenly parents. Thank you very much once again to join this morning Hoon Dok Hae. 감사합니다.
Kamsahamnida. Thank you very much, Reverend Yutaka, for guiding us and sharing many insights. Reverend Yutaka has asked, because we had the testimonies from Penny and Reverend Ito, and that this be an open session. So we'll do that. So people can, some people were able to share, but others didn't get a chance to. For me, one highlight of this was I got caught by the word creed, just to help people grasp creed. Creed is actually the formal statement of beliefs that guide our actions. And there's a number of famous creeds. There's the Apostles' Creed. There's the Nicene Creed. They're the ones that are turning points for Christianity, and it's the things that they promised to do. And Father is saying that being a parent, teacher, owner, these the last things is to be our daily life creed. Just to think it's the formal statement of beliefs that guide our actions. And I wondered, because we have the divine principle, we have Father's words, have we ourselves digested the words to the point that we have created a creed? Do we have our own personal creed? What is guiding your actions on a daily basis? Are we at the point of understanding the depth of parent, teacher, owner to others? And so I always think that we have so many words, and when you go witness, some people are inspired to share straight away, then others don't know. So I don't know what to do. I need someone to show me. I need like a flip book or something. I need some things. But actually, we need to go past that. So we don't need anything to explain ourselves to others. We just need to show who we are, and that I believe that our true parents are the returned Messiah and have completed the desire that God wanted, that Adam and Eve failed to do. And that's really a significant thing to me, because that means I can become true parents. So anyway, I was thinking and reflecting those, and as Reverend Yutaka wishes people to share how they thoughts in the last couple of days. So open it up to others. Thank you. Yes, Silvana, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. I already commented when Sister Penny gave her testimony, but yesterday, listening to Reverend Ito, I thought so many brothers and sisters got unfortunately lost on their way, or they're still around, but they've lost that youthful passion and commitment and the real passion to be out there and to continue. But Reverend Ito he's still the same as when he first started. I was, my mind was blown. Other times he has spoken and I felt the same. It takes an incredible commitment to keep it up for 50 years old. It's amazing. And from today's reading, I realized when about the stagnating water of life, when my waters are stagnating, I don't know it. I don't know, especially if it goes on for a long time. I'm not aware, so I feel unhappy, I complain, I whinge, but I don't realize what's going on. But when I feel active doing, especially, so recently I decided to reach out to at least one person every day. And then one day I was feeling very weird and very uncomfortable and unsettled. It was already evening time. And I thought, what's going on? And then I realized I didn't go out today. I haven't given the book of True Mother to anybody. And it was very clear that if I didn't do it even one day, I was very uncomfortable. So I went out then and I did give the book to somebody. And so I realized we needed to be very active because we don't even realize when we're sinking into stagnating waters. That's all.
Thank you, Silvana. Barbara, you got your hand up? Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I always seem to be sharing. I always seem to be sharing. I guess it's my new member, whatever, but going up every day to the prayer room and just having the most incredible experiences up there and singing my heart out and just feeling everybody in that room and the ancestors and everything like that has been amazing. And even when it's been pushing me physically, I just kept going. And then last night, I was terribly sick last night, but besides that, I just was so struck by how much Heavenly Parent, after creating everything, would have been so exhausted and still, loves us so much. And then when I used a very bad word to describe how I felt about the fall and how true Heavenly Parent's heart must have been just rent in two by this, and I was just overwhelmed for hours. And then I was throwing up most of the night, and I think it's just a realization of how much our Heavenly Parent loves us and what they had to go through and still do. And as you said today, John, too, that every generation, that there's still hope for every generation that's born. And today, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but my family, for the first time since I got sick, my gorgeous grandniece and her two little daughters are coming to see me, and it's just like these blessings are flowing, and I'm so inspired to do the mission, to do the witnessing. The witnessing team is fantastic here in Melbourne. We just feel reunited to go out, and I'm just so grateful, guys. I just, a bit overwhelmed, but very, very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara.
Here, it's just amazing.
Thank you. Yes, Candice, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks, Barbara. You're inspiring me to go up to the prayer hall. But anyway, what I want to say is I just want to know, have we got a website that is a go-to that we can, if we just meet people just off the street or we're not going to see them again, have we got a website that we should just give that should come off the tip of our tongue and be the always website that we should always use? I just want to know, what is it? Because we've got so many, and I just want to know. Like the one I like, which you mightn't even know about, is dplife.info. You know, that is a really good website, but it's American. You know, is that what we should do? Just wanting to know, John.
Yeah, well, that's a good question. We don't have an Australian site or an Oceania site or New Zealand site. We've got a Facebook page that has things on it for Oceania. But both America and Europe, they have some good sites, and there are some amazing sites that we share. I mean, there's that Father and Mother of Peace book, which is done by the European movement, and it has a lot of QR codes, but it takes you to the history of Father and Mother and goes through everything that they've done. That's the most comprehensive one I've seen. Yeah, I mean,
Can we write them down?
Can we write them?
Them down and send them out to all members? Because honestly, this is the most important thing we can give someone if we're never going to see them again, or we just casually meet them. You know what I mean? Like I have lots of people on that category, and I'm just wondering what website.
Yeah, I can certainly make a list of all the ones there, and if there's favourite ones that people have, they can let us know, and we can make that list available to everyone. Sure.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank you, Candice. Yes, Chris, go ahead.
Sorry, guys, always talking. Anyway, yeah, listening to Reverend Ito's testimony and the comments this morning, and sort of connected to, I was reading about the message that God gave to the 7 churches, and one of them is, you know, Heavenly Father talks in always understatement. You know, you did good, you did this, but I have something against you. Whoops. And one of them was, you've lost your first love. You've done all these great things, but you've lost the first love. And even before I heard this, I was thinking about this. Well, how do you get it back? And for me, I came from a very, you know, dark place. I'd come out of psychiatric treatment, and my life was a mess. And one stage I had a contract out on my life, all kinds of things going on. So gratefulness would be the key, you know. So grateful to meet true parents, and I had forgotten that. And we go through life, and we've got so much to do, and you know, achievements are small in this country, to be honest, and but so much to be grateful for. That's how I can keep that love alive. And then on top of that, Heavenly Father, as He is, you know, He must see you're going to have this realization, and then He gives you something else to build on, you know. And the next word was True Mother's words a couple of days ago, just living your life and doing your responsibility here and getting to a certain point, and then thinking, okay, that's it, relax now, go to the spirit world, is wrong. And I thought, okay, well, I was always going to ask Reverend Yamada, what does that mean? I was kind of lost, and then I realized we've got to go on in the spirit world, but I'm going there with a mission. I'm not going to just sit here and do what I've got to do the best I can and say, okay, that's what I got. Now, where's my beach? Where's my palm tree? You know, I'm going to the spirit world. So and in the beginning of my life, I had visions about that, about going through this life, getting to the spirit world, keep working, but I'd forgotten about it. So that's another change. As Father, as I said, Heavenly Father, building on things and getting me to get ready to go into the spirit world with purpose, you know. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you, Chris. We have a couple of people with their hands up now. Roa and then Abel, Reverend Abel. Go ahead, Roa.
Good morning, leaders, aunties, uncles, brothers and sisters. Yeah, talking about the spirit world. Yeah, Reverend Yutaka is asking whether we have confidence. We can live in a day, in a month, in a year, or yeah. Whenever I talk to my husband, for me, the future is the spirit world, but for him, it's more practical than I am. The future is how we will regarding our family, and then how about the kids' future. For him, that's the future. So yeah. So coming from an outside world family, you can compare. Like we say, right? Mother is saying we are blessed families. We are pure water. So coming from an outside family, you can compare what is the difference. Like, though we blessed families are not yet perfect, but we can know, like, for example, like changing our lineage back to God, giving birth to second generation children, and then so many things. And then we are the ones who at least can control ourselves over those vices. We are somebody who doesn't have vices. We really tried our best to keep our body pure, because we know it's where heavenly parent and true parents reside. So many things we know. We are not, yes, we're not perfect, but True Mother is true to saying that we are the pure water that we should flow. So even there's a word, right, saying even if you crawl, you run, you walk, just you should not give up. So we know our mission is, yes, the ideal of creation is the ideal of the family. We're not promoting salvation of myself. I myself, like, my inspiration throughout my mission also is not only to save myself. I can see my sister, I can see my family, my brother and sister, my uncle and aunties, and who will save them. It's not somebody's responsibility. Since I know the principle, I understand it's my responsibility. I will be the one who will bring them. So it pains my heart that I'm not in that level yet, but I'm on a process like this. So I understand that yeah, you don't go to the spirit world by yourself. We go there as a family. We don't save ourselves, we save as a family. Yeah, we are pure water, and yes, those words. God is a parent, right? So we're brothers and sisters, right? So anything that is, how to say, we really tried hard to break down all barriers, because God is our parent. And then also as a parent, we need to embrace everybody. And then yeah, we have three object purpose, right? Subject, purpose. To become a true parent is very difficult. To become a true teacher, and then a true owner, and then yeah, how much we love what we are doing, how much we love our country, so how much we love our people, our family, then that's the level that we become the owner of that. If yeah, so if you're the one who really love Oceania, you're the owner of Oceania. It's not only the Pacific people who are living here, but yeah, I should stop. Thank you.
Thank you, Roa. And for a final person today, Reverend Abel, go ahead.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, thank you so much for this morning, Dok Hae. Yeah, just reflecting on the Reverend Ito testimony and today's message. Just when I reflect back on my own background, I also came from a dark history like ancestors. But as I come to understand this truth, and I can see a big difference for outfit of my life. And I can reflect on that. I can see how am I from that day until today. I'm quite separate from this path. And as I came to receive blessing, I can see a big change through my life of faith and through my families. And I reflect on that. I can see if before you come from these places to understand the truth, and this truth can really change your character, and it can really change your self of faith, and can show who you are from now on and go on. So just want to thank Reverend Itaga for this morning Hoon Dok Hae, that we always encourage to start each other, how we can really build an ideal family centered on God. It's really important, and I'm so grateful for Reverend Itaga. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Abel. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Reverend Utaka. It's time for us to offer our unison prayer, so I'll just share the screen and let's pray together. Adieu, adieu, adieu. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day and see you all tomorrow. Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good
Have a
day.
lo- yeah,
Thank you.
have a lovely day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
Oh.